Do you feel like a winner, or do you feel like you're wasting your potential? Because your answer to that question may just be the biggest decider in how successful you are. This is something that in psychology they are calling the winner's effect. And essentially, it's the idea that winners win and losers lose. No matter what, you end up on a spiral, whether you're spiraling up or you're on a downward spiral. Winner's effect. Have you ever seen in sports how, say like Bournemouth this season or Brighton recently, have suddenly managed to turn their seasons around and go from win to win to win to win to win to win to win? Due to the winner's effect. When you have one win, that makes it so much easier for you to act as though you are going to win the next time. It's something called expectancy theory in psychology, which means that the more you expect something to happen, the more likely you are to take the actions to get that desired thing. And so, if we look at the example that they studied on two different rats, they had rat A and rat B, and they were pretty much identical rats. But they drugged rat B the first time to make it easy for when they fought for rat A to come out on top. Then, when they let them rest and they come back and they fought again, every single time, rat A beat rat B, despite the fact that they are pretty much completely identical. And when this test has been repeated, you see the same outcome every single time. And so what edge does rat A have over rat B? The fact that it already won. So, how can we start to become winners in our own mind so that we can feel, think, and act the right way that a winner would, that will bring you more success? The first thing is obviously to make your small wins explicit. Any tiny little thing that you do, whether you've made the perfect breakfast, whether you woke up on time and got straight out of bed, brushed your teeth, you had a shower, you opened up your laptop, any tiny little win can be explicitly jotted down in your mind as a win. This is exactly what I wanted to happen. I made that happen. I win again. I win again. Saying things like this can just endorse the fact that you are a winner to yourself, and you can convince your brain of that fact. We can also reduce our losses, because anytime that we have a loss, our body is going to use cognitive appraisal to assign meaning to that loss that will back up the fact that we are a loser, because potentially we've experienced some embarrassment or frustration or anger around the fact that we lost, and our brain wants to avoid that. Now we can go back to this memory and again explicitly, maybe we need to write it down, go to that memory and show that actually we didn't lose, we were just able to learn for the future. We were just able to avoid a bigger mistake that came down the line, like burnt toast theory. We were able to XYZ. We're able to assign meaning and purpose to this memory, to this original loss, which allows us to again become more of a winner. It sets us up for wins in the future. And finally, the most interesting one on this psychological side is using our body language. And we can see that we have similar nervous systems to the crustaceans, to lobsters. And we've been able to conduct a lot of experiments on these lobsters to see how their body languages react based on them being winners or losers. Essentially, you can change your whole biology and the way that you function by simply sitting up, shoulders back, chest up, chin up, and moving with a sense of confidence. Take up space, feel like you belong somewhere, and your body is going to perform better, your mind is going to be sharper, and you will be bolder and more confident with the things that you are going to do and say, moving you again closer to being that winner and having that winner's effect take you on an upward spiral. Then, if we look at this spiritually for a second, we know that the universe is simply a reflection of our subconscious, of our frequency. And so if we can start to project ourselves as winners and have this upward spiral of always winning, guess what our frequency is going to be aligned at? Our frequency will be aligned with winning. When our frequency is aligned with winning, the universe is going to keep showing us things to show us that we are a winner. And so both spiritually and psychologically, one of the biggest factors on whether you are going to be successful or not can come down to the question of, do you feel like a winner or not? Now, if you would like more psychological and spiritual principles and tactics and frameworks to help you grow your business, I have 2 links for you in the description. One is a free school community where we have 3 calls a week. And the second is a free coaching call where I promise to remove one of your spiritual or psychological blocks. If we don't do it in that session, we will book more until we do. That is my promise to you. I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.